that Charlotte? Who's her friend, and what are they chatting about?
Be pleased with the cherry on top, Charlotte! Journalist extraordinaire! I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. It's true, isn't it? I've invested all my savings into graph adversarial technology and even taken out a sizable bank loan. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of begdom.
I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine, Polly. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash, but I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a short story mailed...
It sounds like they're just discussing a story, but why does this Miss Lapine
Funnily enough, I actually remember being in a meeting where the editing team was debating the potential risk of misleading the public with this story. They even went to Maison Gardiennage for advice. But to our surprise, they fully supported us printing it. They figured that the false intel would be a great way to dupe potential criminals into wearing In truth, Gardamex are extremely sophisticated in their capabilities. They can identify criminals just as reliably as the best human guards, so a crude disguise isn't gonna get you far. If anything, it'll just make you stand out all the more. Since we ran that story, the Maison Gardiennage has made a slew of arrests, including, one phantom blubber beast, a titanic red-crowned finch, and a Spectre Man. So I knew this story had helped out law enforcement, but this is the first time I'm learning of an innocent citizen being deceived by it, and investing so much mora for nothing.
Uh-oh. She really sounds like she's in... Hey, Charlotte!
Traveler, Paimon, it's you! I was in the area taking some photos for a story when I got to talking to Miss Lapine Pauline about her research. She read an article in the Steambird about a criminal who evaded Gardamex detection by Inspired by this story, she spent a lot of Mora researching counter-criminal image recognition technology. Her aim was to improve Fontaine's public security by developing a device that could enhance... She was hoping I could write an article to spread awareness about image recognition technology. She even paid me for the article and gave me one of her prototype devices before I could get a word in. But unfortunately, it was just a fictional story, and her efforts and aspirations were all in vain.
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the author was only trying to make the story interesting, and the
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamex, head to the opera at Biclez, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts.
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that...
270,000 mora.
Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a...
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces, and now I'm just a small-time engineer. I scraped together some... It's not just my savings that are gone, it's my whole future. My life is over.
Don't despair, Miss Lapine Pauline. This prototype you've given me, the camera lens for image recognition sample collection, the rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful function in its own right. So your research efforts thus far are by no means... Absolutely. I've been working, so keep calm, take heart.
I can't... If this is true, then... Oh, maybe I should consider taking out another loan.
Come on! Stop daydreaming about your pipeline!
And I can probably speak to some people I know and license my image recognition to... There's no time to lose! I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in one ear.
It's understandable. When inspiration and passion strike at the same time, it's all too easy to throw yourself headfirst into your work and forget about everyone around you. A lot of journal, but don't you worry. I'm gonna write an article on all this, and I'll be checking in on her regularly. Her research has the potential to benefit the entire journalistic community. I'll give her plenty of input.
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking out for her, Charlotte.
Actually, you know what? It takes the right person to get the most out of an...
Thanks a lot, Charlotte. What a nice surprise.
You're welcome. I got something. The boundaries between real news reports and news... Yes, that's how I'll phrase it to the editors when I give them my feedback.
this the place? You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just...
Vache.
Ah!
Yes, that's it. So you heard it too.
Vinier, it's me! It's me, Vache!
Vache? Vache.
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vinier?
Hey, wait! Be careful!
Vinier, is that you? It's me, Vache! Vinier!
Vache? Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left. All this time, only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. Nothing else mattered to me. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd... Vinier, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
What are you saying?
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache. It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vinier. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vinier. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea. And we were no longer individuals, but we became one. Just as streams of water come together. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vinier.
Why? But then...
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became? You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vinier's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vinier's, she has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
No! Yeah! She can't hate me. Let me see her. Please! Have mercy!
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vinier. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Vache.
Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
Her stomach aches really bad,
If Miss Sijuin says it's not a serious problem,
but it also looks like...
Well,
what do you mean that's true? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here at...
yeah, you're right.
That's correct.
Are you two also...
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while. You could say she fancies her...
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the
Hey, don't start arguing now, please! Hey! There's no...
Release.
Please allow me to end this boring and...
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this...
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's... I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine.
You rip...
I mean, can you blame... I'll accompany you two for a while. No.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijuin.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon.
See ya! I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double-check if... Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest? So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain. That's it! Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take them? No, her base constitution is quite good. So, got it! Paimon will hold... Oh, you're going to take a nap already? We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon. You're awake. How do you feel? You slept for a really long... Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Thank you, Miss Sijuin! Really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire... No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of... Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. Whoa! You really are super thorough.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you... We've taken a look at the slip you've sent.
Wait, why is she getting him?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is... Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step
So that's what Lynette thinks.
Then, let's go check on Lynette before...
Is now really a good time to go?
According to my observations, Sijwin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before... Also, I'm her brother.
Okay, then let's head over.
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange.
As expected, Sijwin isn't here, but why isn't...
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the... Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around.
Okay.
There are some books here and a few files. Advanced nursing, how to raise the... These sure are some interesting books. She even has books on understanding people...
Seems quite... None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except...
That's the one Lynette must have used, right?
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then... Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire...
This is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't... The space behind it is empty. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? Let's look around here for some more clues.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or...
This is...
Is that all? The back. This...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have...
Wriothesley... Did he...
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning?
Yes. That is a crucial question. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a complete... I'd like to know that too. Don't panic, just think everything over. Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds...
What does he gain by letting Fremine...
So he's challenged... We never should have sent out If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in...
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. Wait, don't be like this, Lenny.
No, I'm the leader of this...
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please...
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go.
He's rushed out the door! After him!
feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be... Huh?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She...
Whoa, are you okay?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before... Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Wait! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Risley's office.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start. As for Fremine, no.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant...
You removed our original members and spread the...
One correction. Lynette is in my hand.
He's not. What do you really want?
Winnie!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette, although as per your original plan...
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside?
I closed the fortress's gate.
Fremine's a star diver's...
No, we're still here, so we...
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to...
So, you...
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing... Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety.
You want to see Father?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of... I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of...
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of...
Oh, I see. So it's because...
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father?
You people really are difficult to get along with. Mr. Linney, you have won.
Winnie!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives. Mr. Fremine left the fortress on his own.
I shouldn't...
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler!
You do realize that I'm only letting you, but that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time. I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correct. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind...
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new... The research note said that the Melusine race perceived... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize... The research note said that the The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he... I've been told that the infirmary is all... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near their production.
Ah, so that's what's going on. The hidden rule of the production zone. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as Sijuin has only the best intentions with her. Unfortunately, Melusines as a race, the recipients of her lovingly prepared special... Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't According to Collins, the Pancration tournament... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... The research note said that the Melusine... According to Collins, the Fonta's internal report... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. I've been told that the infirmary is all... According to Collins, the research note said that... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prison... The Fonta promoter has...
Paimon gets this that hidden rule of the Pancration ring. People get scared when... But really, it's a blood-red drink. The company facing backlash, they came to the fortress of the Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fort, and so only...
I acknowledge the effort you've... Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collect... All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought is, you'll pay for this! Ah!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace. Sijuin? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sijuin... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulet asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like— But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulet told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? mind proving my innocence to them?
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about?
Take me if you want.
How touching.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down. I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne.
You...
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin—
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like...
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine more—
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few... How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes.
Closer than I thought. He must...
Locking the door was necessary.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for—
That's a bad sign. Want some tea?
Not particular.
Fine. I'd like to get...
Might as well then, I suppose.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial...
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine.
Are you sure? You don't—
My hands and feet are still a bit...
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh. Fremine?
He'll be fine, but...
His breathing's beginning to slow...
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side.
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. The Duke and Clarande are gone. They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break.
He's awake.
Lynette.
We're all here.
The infirmary at the Fortress of Meripede. How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not.
Traveler. The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's prime pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Where could Master Child be? This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? Yeah. This is where the water starts. Master Child probably dived... The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. I should be going in the right direction. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the? My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on? No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. I have to push on.
So, in other words...
That's right. I tried
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we...
Miss Clarande, you say?
You're still too weak, Fremine.
Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss
A guest? Then I can assume...
You should ask His Grace about that. Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna...
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now.
Understood.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now.
Thank you.
Excuse me!
I take it Mr. Fremine's condition has stabilized?
Of course! I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire?
I wanted to check up on Miss Clarande.
Mostly fine.
If you don't mind, I'd like to...
All right. Thank you for looking out for me.
Well, want to explain yourself?
Of course. But where should I begin? How about...
will begin.
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured that—
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. Initially, I thought their goal was just to— Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a— I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger—
So you were hoping Linny's group would just—
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. The Forbidden Zone has always been—
Are the rumors true?
Why would you put it like that?
Oh, right. Paimon wanted
Me, of course. I paid her good mora. As a champion duelist, Miss Cloran could be considered—
And saving Fremine was—
You can think of it like that, yes. That's not something you should be at. All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden—
But we've already uncovered—
You make a compelling case.
Yeah, Paimon really—
Even if the truth may not be pleasant, follow me.
There's a hidden door here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Risley.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place— Stand on the central plate.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or... Whoa! So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, what a huge door!
There are 3 such isolation gates. Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your—
Well,
Well,
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Stand back.
Whoa! They all just went up one by one!
Go on, have a look. I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it, but it'd also be risky and negligent. The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. Normally, I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated. Very reasonable guesses. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rare— Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with— Over the past few days, the needle has moved again.
The concentration of...
And that is precisely the problem. Yes.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where... Oh.
Seems like you've figured it out. I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath the indicators are now red. Although the gate still stands, if this continues... Yeah, you know what the legends say.
But that's just too weird. Why would...
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten. There's no single founder of the fortress. When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine, the criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people. Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro... And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, as the number of exiles increased, the Hydro Archon continued to lend her support. And with that, the people here... But as time went on, people also, once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their after many, many centuries. Now and again, Researchers managed.
But now you know every part of that history is...
Indeed. It's just as to be frank, not really. Prophecies are troublesome things. Let's go somewhere else. This is it.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last...
Wait, Jurier, he's not...
Huh?
No need to panic, you two.
What? After you warned us...
I'm skeptical as well.
The results speak for themselves, don't they?
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the... Good. Say, Edwin's main areas of...
You want to...
What a lovely...
Gotta admit...
Guys, focus! Focus!
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my...
Ooh, are they together?
See? Everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure?
If I dated her, I'd have...
Jeez. Follow me.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
But Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
Well, let's spice it up a bit. And here you go.
What a huge ship! This is also a production zone that Paimon's never...
How much do you know about Fontaine?
I...
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient... According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer. He called his nation Lemuria.
There's a ship in this story
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor material, so the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea...
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Maybe. Fontainians needs were the workers to find out the truth as the fortress's administrator. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Seems like you're good. I'll leave you here for now. No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what...
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it.
Great.
Welcome back. Do you want...
How can you be so much like Rai?
Huh. Actually, while I was sedated, I could still barely...
Must have been Risley and...
Yeah, I heard one male...
I really can't make...
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn...
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers again? Yeah, I took the time...
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sijui...
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater?
Whoa,
That's our Lenny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the... I spent quite a long time thinking about this. What's more, the Fortress of Meropide is not part of... As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself.
You're super...
Thanks so much. If Risley does have a plan, that can't be the full extent of what he's I don't have enough information, so
I can't believe it.
Let's see... Well, and...
Could Risley have wanted to meet If you remember, I once mentioned that
Or perhaps he didn't know, and just wanted to bring...
Yeah, that makes sense to me. The two of you have If you ever need anything, though you may not share the sentiment...
You have my...
Thank you for protecting Lenny when it...
why are you being so formal all of a sudden? Paimon's hungry.
Oh,
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another... Time for dinner. Welfare meal. Come on, let's go pick up ours as well. Traveler and Paimon, over here. Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijwin? Mm-hmm. And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Claret. Huh. You're right. What would you like to eat? Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today, so you can get whatever you'd like. Me too! Don't... No problem. So delicious. Paimon's so happy. Feeling full yet? How's the food? Delicious. I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face. Sijwin, do you do this to help your people? A bit of both, I suppose. I'm a Melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you. You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk. Really? You're reminded of an... Oh, and what did you mean back in Risley's off? Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting it, but thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also, although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching. Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linney as well. You were all super considerate and really thought everything through. It's just what we do down here at the fortress. Oh, I really wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often. Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard. Much is happening. Paimon's super... delicious.
Out of my way! Get out of my way! What happened? Why is everyone running? No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Who's yelling? What happened? Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
No time to explain, mate.
Goodbye.
Hey, what? What's wrong with these people? They won't even...
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
Oh, thank goodness!
Quisto and Laveroon, do you know what happened here?
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to... Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't admit...
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up?
Hey, shut up!
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us. Yeah, he said to get as far away...
Oh no, it can't be that thing!
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We have to go find the Duke! You two just go and get out! Go on without us!
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Attention! Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards. If you're already at the topmost layer, then try to move as far outwards as possible.
They're here.
Just like I said.
What happened?
You're just in time. But be ready to run. Three, 2, 1.
This won't hold it for long. Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Then what will happen to you?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense. The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
That depends on us.